Good evening and welcome to a special edition of the Norton Board of Selectmen meeting. This is Tuesday, July 9th. We're meeting tonight to meet a deadline on transfers for the end of the fiscal year. Let the minutes show that all members are present except Mr. Flaherty. Also here is Town Manager Michael Units. Could you all join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, our one order of business tonight, new business, is year-end transfer approvals. Mr. Units?
Okay. Under Mass General Laws, Chapter 44, Section 33B, that's the transfer of appropriations. Within the first 15 days of a new fiscal year, you can transfer funds between line items with approval of the Selectmen and the Finance Committee. And it used to be that the maximum transfer could be 3% of $5,000, but under the Municipal Modernization Act in 2016, they took those limits off. The total transfers that we're requesting tonight equal $58,000, or 0.46% of the general fund budget. So if you want, I'll go over the transfers. The first transfer is a request to be added to the salary line item of the Finance Committee expense line item, and this is $619, and this would be for the salary of the employee, part-time secretary for the Finance Committee. And that will be coming from health insurance. The next is legal services, $38,903, and that would also be coming from health insurance. Then a request from the police department, and this is $4,180 that they need to add to their education fund. They were short in that account, and this $4,100 would come from their salary line item. Fire department, $11,425 to fire department expense. They had a unanticipated emergency repair on engine 2, and this would come from their salary account. Inspections, $2,400. This is for work that the building department had to do, putting up the fence down at Elm Street and some boarding up of that building, and that would come from their salary line item account. Animal control salaries, $861. This would also come from health insurance, and this is due to overtime that was unanticipated in his budget. And Council on Aging, $450. This would come from the Council on Aging expense line item to Council on Aging salaries. This is longevity that they failed to put in their budget. So the total is $58,758.
Any questions?
I have a couple questions.
Okay.
Mike, on the first one that you sent,
Yep.
the one that shows the two different, or the explanation, there's a column that shows 40,000 next to the 58. What is that?
Oh, so the 58 is the total, and the 40 is what's coming out of health insurance.
And is that, and I'm sorry if I missed this in the beginning, health insurance, it was health insurance, like money we had left over from last year?
No, this current health insurance, the budget for health insurance this year.
So do we, is there a chance that we run the risk that because we're taking out 40,000 from there, that we fall short?
No.
It's the fiscal year that ended.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was asking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's money we had left over from last year in these budgets.
FY19, yeah, this
Okay.
is all FY19, I'm sorry.
And then can you just, and I apologize, just being new, can you explain two things? Like obviously the legal services, while I know it's needed, why was that, is that typical that we run over at that amount?
Not that amount. We had the solar on Bay Road that ran up a lot.
Okay,
The Blue Star project, the Charter Commission that we
Okay.
didn't anticipate, and there was a lot of title work on this 123 that we didn't anticipate.
okay. And then what about the, what's the educational assistance? It seems like a high,
Yeah,
that?
they have, in the police department, by contract, they have to budget at least $15,000 a year for the educational assistance. And this year, they had more people apply than they normally do, so that's why he was shot 4,100.
is this like on the job training, or is this like, I want
No,
to go out and like take classes?
No, actually, it's classes, so this year, there were 3 officers who obtained a master's degree, and 1 officer who received a bachelor's degree, and 1 officer received an associate's degree.
Okay.
I have one question. What is longevity?
Longevity is in the wage and salary plan or in the contracts. If you're an employee for X amount of years, you get
Okay.
a certain amount of longevity.
Great.
Any other questions?
I just have one, just
Sure.
trying to understand like trends. Is the, even though legal services is high, if we excluded that, is this pretty typical what we look for at the end of the year, the transfer?
Yeah, it's actually very minimal, so, in a good spot.
Okay. I thought so too, but I just wasn't sure if
Yep.
we had like kind of a, a look back and if anything jumped out at you other than the legal expenses.
And actually, if it wasn't for the repairs to the fire engine, it'd be,
Oh, yeah.
I could almost pay for it myself.
Are you offering?
No, I'm not. I
You do
said
pay, you're a
almost.
taxpayer.
Yeah, that's right, I dropped my tax bill on the way here.
Yeah.
So if there are no other questions, Chair will entertain a motion to approve the budget transfer recommendations dated June 30th, 2019,
So moved.
as outlined by Mr. Units.
So moved?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And I'll sign it and pass it around.
Thank you.
Sorry, so take your pen.
You can do that. Sharing means caring.
Yeah.
I don't want to throw Mary under the bus, but she had signed this under the wrong line the last time.
I did?
We're re-signed, yeah. You had signed under an A, so rather than cross it out, this is the part.
All right, I'll try to.
There's a couple there, I think, Jack.
Okay. Oh,
There might be
one.
more than one.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Oh, so I'm above. Yeah, that makes sense. Sorry. Okay.
What is this?
Okay.
Oh, I wasn't there for this.
While we're doing
Was this last
signatures, Chair will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
You already said.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.